Hi everyone, I'm here to do my to be read pile for the month of February. I've decided for this edition of my updated to be read pile that I will do a to be read pile for the entire month, so it's 4 weeks. I've got a couple books on my Kindle and I've got a couple books on a big pile besides me, so let's get started. First up, I'm reading Cinder by Marissa Meyer. I'm recording this on the 30th, so it might be that I finish this by the 1st of February. But I'm currently reading it, so I wanted to mention it. The next one that I will be reading is Life's a Witch by Brittany Geragotelis. I hope I pronounced that right. I got a galley of that one on my Kindle. I'm curious to see where it goes because people have been raving about it on a certain site where she put the story on. There were 15 million people who read her story, which is almost as many people as there are in the entire country. So I'm really looking forward to seeing where that one goes. And then I also am going to read a galley of The Nightmare Garden by Kittredge, which is the second book to The Iron Thorn, which came out last year. The series called The Iron Codex, and I really enjoyed the first one. It's a steampunk series, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where the sequel will bring me because, well, the first one was awesome, so yeah. That's everything that I'm planning to read on my Kindle. I might add a couple books on my Kindle when I finish the entire pile beside me, but it's a pretty big pile, so I'm not sure if I will manage that. First book that I will be reading is A Touch of Power by Maria V. Snyder. I got a copy from Myra in just after I finished my in my mailbox vlog of last week. I'm really looking forward to reading this one. I haven't read her study series yet. I've heard that it's fantastic. I really should get to that, but I'm going to be reading this one first. Really looking forward to reading this one. So I'm very, very excited to get started. Then the next book I will be reading is The Goddess Test by Aimee Carter. I've had this one on my shelf for about a year, I think now. Wanted to read it from the beginning, but somehow I didn't get to it. But now I got the second book in the series on NetGalley, so I have to read this one, and I'm looking forward to reading it because it's about or based on Greek mythology. I love Greek mythology, so I'm hoping this one will be really, really good. Then the next one that I will be reading is Nightshade by Maryrose, which is the second one in the Poison Diaries series. I read the Poison Diaries last year and it was a big surprise to me. It was really dark and I thoroughly enjoyed it, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. Like the first one, it's pretty short, so I should be able to read it pretty quickly. It has not even 300 pages, so looking forward to reading this one. Then I will be reading The 13th Horseman by Barry Hutchison. This is a middle grade and it sounds really, really good. It comes out on March 1st, I think. The 1st of March. Really looking forward to reading this one. I think the cover predicts a lot of funny moments, so I'm really looking forward to reading this one. Then the next one is a book that I can only read if I manage to read all the review books that I've mentioned before, because every book that I've mentioned was a review book, or the first before a second review book. So My Soul to Save by Rachel Vincent, which I should be reading because the Soul Screamer series is recommended to me a lot and Amber has been pushing me to read it. I read the first book, really, really liked it, and I'm really looking forward to reading this one, but I haven't had the time because I've had so many review books that I should be getting to before that. But if I manage to read the review books that I've mentioned before, I will be getting to this one because I'm very, very excited to read it. Next up, The Ask and the Answer by Patrick Ness. I will be reading this as a part of a theme week that I'm planning, and I will be giving you some more info on that in one of my future videos. Really looking forward to reading this one. This is the second book to The Night of Never Letting Go in the Chaos Walking trilogy. It was really, really good. I loved the writing style. It felt like you were inside his head. Really enjoyed it, and I will be looking forward to reading this one. I've had it on my shelf for a couple of months now, and I should be getting to it. Really looking forward to reading it, because the first one ended on a bit of a cliffhanger, so yeah. And then last but not least, I won a book in December, and even though it's an ARC, it's not technically for review, but I'm going to read it before the release date. I'll be reading Pandemonium by Lauren Oliver, and I'm so excited for this book. The first one ended on a moment that I was like, what the heck is going on here? I want to read more. I was flipping the pages to see if there was any more pages behind the one that I ended it on. But I'm so looking forward to reading this one. I've heard so many great things about the first book and the second book, and I'm so excited because I love Lauren Oliver. She has great writing style, and I just love her books, so I'm really looking forward to reading this one. And that's everything that I have on my to be read pile for February. It's a short month, but I have quite a few books that I'm going to be reading, so I should be kept busy for the entire month. Let me know in the comments below if you make a list or you have any books that you plan to read in February. I would love to hear what you guys are reading in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, that's everything for this time, and I'll see you next time.